Hello, Sagittarius. Boy, I just had the most trouble getting myself together today. I don't know what it is, and I guess it's super nice that I get to do that. But anywho, let's get on with what you need to know today. I want a sound machine so I can make these like amazing, like an applause machine or something. I think that would be super cool. So here we go. The vibe. You're still in this vibe of transition. And I don't know, Saj, if you are this. We saw this yesterday too. So I don't know if you are pushing against it or like maybe even not acknowledging it. Now, transition is about how things are changing and that life is changing, but there seems to be something, Saj. Belief is here because I was asking, why is Saj still in this vibe? It's because I don't know, there's maybe something like you don't really believe that things are changing, or you know, this is about just letting go and letting things happen. And a lot of times Sagittarius does push against that energy because we do have this tendency to we want things to turn out well. So we can run the risk. I'm not saying everyone, and don't take this the wrong way, but trying to control the universe and trying to control outcomes of things. It's so interesting because we're mutable for sure, but I don't really think, and you can fight me in the comments, but as far as going with the flow of things, I'm not so sure that we do. I kind of feel like that might be a challenge because we get a lot of, especially in the cards, surrender energy or the need to surrender. Just let things happen. You don't need to know how it turns out. And, you know, this is also has to do with, you know, belief of yourself, like, and that you deserve things. So, that can definitely play into not believing things are changing for the better and being really afraid of change. So you want to check in with that, Sag, for sure. For sure you do, right? And you're really focused on the big picture right now. You are, because you got long haul for your focus. And it's kind of like everything you do right now is really intended towards the future, towards, so you're not doing like this might have to do with a plan that you have, right? Every move you make is very intentional right now. Like, and so say I use a good example, it's kind of like the meals that you're creating have a future intention, that which may mean you want to lose weight or you want to be healthier. It's like everything is about that in some long-term plan that you have. So, and I don't know if you're planning on moving because look at the road. Look at the road. It's real interesting that the road is curved, right? Because we see you being very intentional, very invested in your future. So you might really, that could be playing into this, especially if you are thinking according to a plan. It's kind of that leave nothing to chance. And really, maybe it's as simple as saying to yourself that you deserve good things. That's like, Because there's something about that. There's something about that. What you don't need to focus on, I love this, Sag. So keep in mind, I don't know if it's today is the Gemini full moon, but like there's a joker in your sphere, you know. I just feel like there may be someone around you. This is what you don't need to focus on. A love bomber, you know, someone who's giving you a lot of attention. Maybe you feel it's for some reason or for something they're hoping to gain, because it says for personal gain, like they're trying to get something out of it. You're kind of not for that, right? So if you've been putting off taking action towards someone who is acting like that to you, the time is now. You know, the time is now, because it's just, it will show someone for who they are as well. Like that's like saying, what do you want? You know, put up or shut up. What do you want? That's real interesting. But the universe is saying you don't really need to focus on this person. You like, maybe that also means you don't need to say anything. Just don't pay attention to them. Don't give it any time, right? We'll see though. And then you know what you don't see coming is that there's going to be a decision that needs to be made about what's next. So that's very interesting, because on the bottom of the tarot is the Strength card, the Queen of Swords. We often get the Queen of Swords. I don't know if you noticed that. The Sun, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Devil. Like this is about the decision, right? It is, you know, I feel like this might not be an easy decision, because, you know, you're needing strength here to make this decision. And this is a decision for your happiness and where you're going. And really, like, because you know there's something that you need to do before the tower comes. So maybe there's a sense of a tower, right? And a tower is, it usually can be something dramatic, that changes the trajectory of things, right? That changes direction. It can also be something coming out, you know, but it's kind of like, you know, you need to do this before the tower happens. So you must have a sense that the tower's coming. Just saying. I had a dream that I moved to New York, that there was a house. And that I was calling people, telling them that I was moving to New York. And what's interesting is, like, the people that I was supposed to move with, at first, that wasn't happening because of something I did. But weird. Very weird. So, relationally, you could be hearing from a friend who is at a distance, right? So, because we have a friendship here and we have long distance relationship, you are connecting with someone at a distance from you. So you could be hearing from someone, a friend, who doesn't really live near you. It's interesting because it feels like this person feels close to you, I think. Yeah, looky here. and maybe they want something more from you. And it's very interesting because yesterday we saw someone who wasn't ready showing up to the plate, and I don't know if that's the same person. But it's possible that something from your dreams gives you an answer here. And that does happen. I don't care what anyone says. But let's take a look at this a little bit, and then we'll see what's working for you. What's working? What's the challenge? So, what is belief about? What is belief about for Sagittarius? Change and belief. I mean, there definitely is something happening with the Six of Pentacles. Now, that could be someone giving you help to, definitely end the cycle here. 10 of Wands again. We were, and seriously, we were moving in the 10 of Wands like for, it felt like 2 weeks. We were seeing a cycle ending. So what's the Six of Pentacles? Six of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So someone could be offering a job. A new job, or there's a new opportunity. How does Sag feel about this? See, this has something to do with belief as well. Maybe you don't believe. Oh, 10 of Cups. You will be really happy with this, right? And maybe it's about, because the Eight of Pentacles can often refer to skills, particularly new skills. So maybe there's some sort of thing where you don't believe it, but you're being called to really go for it. Interesting. So for some, that's a new opportunity, or a new job specifically. Yep, the Hermit. Interesting. Eight of Cups. I mean, it could be that there is a move involved, right? For sure. Or it requires you to leave something else. So that might be a hard decision for you. And that's all tied in with belief. Maybe you don't believe you can do it. Interesting. So tell me about long haul. And maybe this is like because you already have something else, a different plan. Tell me about long haul. Queen of Wands reversed. The High Priestess. The Five of Wands. And the Nine of Cups. Yeah. I definitely feel like this thing was not the direction that you were planning to go. Right? Something about it, like Queen of Wands reverse, you don't feel confident about it. Maybe it wasn't what you were planning, but you definitely feel too with the High Priestess like you don't know enough about this, whatever it is. Five of Wands. And maybe that, other people might be better for it, or might not want you to do it. the Nine of Cups, but there is something about it that you really want to do. But let's look at the Five of Wands. Can't stand the Five of Wands. Five of Wands, because you feel like you may run into problems with other people. And maybe that's because you feel like you don't know enough about it. But you couldn't be more wrong. The Three of Pentacles. This people actually want to help you with this and want to support you. So, interesting. And I feel like that Five of Wands may come from a, I don't know enough about this, I don't belong here, I don't, you know, that kind of thing. Interesting. So let's see this crossroads. Let's see this crossroads. What is the crossroads about? You don't know if it's a good decision. What's the crossroads about? Yeah. It's interesting because we have the King of Swords sideways and the Wheel of Fortune sideways. So you're not sure of the potential of this. You're not sure if this is a good decision. You're trying to be reasonable. The Hierophant. So you could actually go after advice from someone. Yeah. So you could seek advice from someone or say, you know, I want to learn more about this before I agree to do it, before I commit myself, because the Page of Wands reversed, I don't want to be the fool. You know, the Page of Wands is being too impulsive, is, you know, and maybe that comes from, you know, you have jumped into things and they didn't work out, like, and I think, like, I think this is really interesting because I think this is really surrounding an offer. So I just want to see the long-term intentions here. I just feel like you want to learn more. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Which often the King of Pentacles is someone who deals with the how-to. Right? So I do feel as if you could be seeking help and trying to, there's a couple here, working with someone who does it, who can show you how to do it, right? So that you feel comfortable. Like, because there's something about this that maybe it's just outside of your experience. And so, I mean, you're seeking guidance here and instruction for sure before you agree to commit to it, to be, you know, in this long haul energy. But I feel like, you know, after you get some instruction, that you actually do feel very invested towards it. Really interesting. Wow. Okay, so let's take a look at this long distance friend. What's that about? Oh, gosh. A lot of things, I know. But I think that most of this reading is about this offer for you. Because this is something that is life-changing. It sure is. So I'm not going to even, like, touch on this energy because this just feels like a distraction, to be honest with you. So tell me about this long distance friend. What's this about? long distance friend. The Sun, the Two of Swords, long distance friend. Yeah, there's the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I do feel like there is all that energy, like the Sun, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, whatever it is that they tell you, because it really could be good news. You're kind of on the fence about it. Like maybe it's they want to talk to you, you're not even sure if you want to talk to them. What's the Ace of Swords about? But they feel like they have something to tell you. Page of Wands. Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. I feel like this person wants to meet up with you. And I feel like you are... And they might even tell you that they have feelings for you, or that they want to come together. And I feel like you... I don't know if you are even willing to do that. They might be younger than you too, Page of Wands, or irresponsible in your mind. It's like that flighty energy of, you know, this is what we're doing this week. And maybe that's how this person has presented to you in the past. I mean, you are friends with them. You are, and you kind of know them. And so your experience of them is, you know, that they don't, I don't know how to explain the energy of, you know, this is what you want today, but this might not be what you want tomorrow, because that's your experience of this person. So it is kind of like, I don't know that I even want to entertain that, right? Player, Path of Love, Two Hearts. And it's funny because there is a real connection here with this person. So, you know, in terms of like transformation, there seems to be a lot of big changes happening, and maybe that person is this person, you know, like, and to you, they're the type of person that, you know, they come in, they shoot their shot, and then they're gone, right? Kind of that fleeting energy is the feeling I'm getting off it. So, you know, we don't really need that, right? Because clearly that's not what you're supposed to be paying attention to, honestly. And maybe that's also why you don't want to entertain that at this point, because you have something else really important to deal with. Okay. So what is supporting Sagittarius? Oh, Temperance. Queen of Cups. Interesting. Justice reversed. How is that supporting Sag? Page of Pentacles. I just feel like you definitely, because Temperance is very much about moderation, the way that you're approaching this situation is you're not going to make a decision right away. You're going to make a decision at the right time when you have all the information you want. When you learn more, for instance, what is the challenge? And I was just hearing, if you are in a relationship and there is a friend that has been distant that contacts you, they want something from you. And, or you feel as if they want something from you. Interesting. Okay. Three of Wands. The challenge. Okay. I feel like the challenge is what it is all throughout this reading. And that is deciding your future, deciding what you are committed towards. You know, maybe even towards figuring out what you're committed towards. The Lovers and the Page of Cups. And it just keeps coming up that there is some love situation that you just don't want to deal with. So tell me about, like, maybe it's just making a decision about the future that is really a challenge. Tell me about that Three of Wands energy. Two of Cups. Five of Wands. And I don't know, perhaps, if there is someone specific, even like someone you may be in a relationship with. Yeah, that does not want you to, like, it could be someone afraid to lose you, right? There's something about, like, they don't want you to take this opportunity. Oh, and they might even try to stop it in some way, which is interesting. So what's the takeaway for Sag? Ugh. The Tower. What's the takeaway? Okay. You don't want, like, to cause any problems or to cause any sadness, for sure. But I'm sensing that this change, this upheaval, even though you don't want to cause pain, you really want this and need this. Three of Cups, Nine of Wands, Ace of Wands. And, you know, I feel like, too, this may be, because this opportunity may also involve a move of some kind. But you really want this. And it's like there is support that comes out for you. During this time in which you're trying to make this decision. That, like, there are those that are in support of it, right? And who are supporting you, but it's like you have to make this decision on your own. And I don't know if there are some relationships that may be affected, for sure. And then it feels like there are some distractions that you just have to like say, I'm not dealing with that. Interesting. So, Sag, make of it what you will. Let's get an affirmation for you. What is Sagittarius's affirmation? Oh, I believe in myself. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's the way that you have to approach your decisions. What is best for you, especially this decision. So that's what I have for you. I hope it really helps. Toodles.